Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. My name is Matthew and today we're doing another figure comparison. Today is going to be kind of an odd one because they're not specifically the same versions of the character, but it is the closest things to each other from their respective figure companies and figure brands that I'm going to be trying to compare them anyway because I want to. In this corner we have the Youtooz MechaGodzilla, who previously just went up against the Videomates. If you want to see how that one ended, go check that one out. And in this corner, we have the Funko Pop MechaGodzilla from 2021's Godzilla vs. Kong. We're going to be comparing this into 7 different rounds: sculpt and paint, articulation, size, accessories, price, availability, and packaging. So let's go ahead and dive right into it. Now, sculpt and paint is going to be a bit of a weird conversation because since both of them are entirely different versions of the character, they both have very different details. This one is obviously based on the 1974 mold, while this one's based on the 2021 mold. Sorry, I almost said 2021 when I was talking about this guy because I was looking at him. Anywho, they have vastly different details. Actually, pulling my camera down a little bit. When we take a look at the detail, you can obviously tell that there's a massive difference in the detail. This one is much more simplistic as the 74 design was, while this one's a lot more detailed like the 21 design was. But it's almost really not to a fault, but to a advantage because this one is actually more detailed than a Funko Pop has any right to be. I have never seen in my entire life a Funko Pop that looks like this. Every pop that I've seen is just smoothened out detail, but this goes down to like the bolts, the pistons. The person who sculpted this definitely did an accurate and amazing job doing it. While the sculptor for the Youtooz is definitely really good, it's just not as detailed as the MechaGodzilla Funko Pop. But that being said, then again, it's almost to a fault again, because in terms of paint, that's where this one kind of loses the advantage. This one actually has some paint on the eyes, side of the ears, inside the mouth, and on the belly button. While this one, even though it is all paint, like the metallic coloring is all paint, and obviously has the eyes painted and the tips of the dorsal plates painted, that's really all there is in terms of colors. So realistically, can you really determine a winner here? Yes, and it's the Funko Pop. Why? Because the detail work is really what excels it. Even though it lacks in paint, the detail is just simply unmatched. This is incredible sculpting work. Like, look, even like the tiny little hands are not sculpted together. These are amazingly sculpted, and like, while it is true again that like this one is a very simplistic design from its base, there's no denying it that even though it could have used more color, the MechaGodzilla from Funko Pop definitely has the advantage here. So round 1 goes to the Funko Pop. Round 2, articulation. It's a tie. Round 3 is size, and while fundamentally he is much bigger and is actually much heavier than his Youtooz counterpart, they're just kind of they're basically the same height. They're about the 4-inch, 3-inch kind of Funko Pop scale, which we all know, and the Youtooz scale, forgive me, that we all come to know and love. So realistically, when you pit a Funko Pop and a Youtooz together in terms of height, assuming that they're not in different scales, they're pretty much even. So they can scale with each other's lines and with each other and their own lines. So realistically, and it's one of like the most common scales in figure line history, so it's a tie for this one as well. This is getting interesting. Round 4, accessories. And oh my gosh, if this was comparing the FYE or the Funko Shop exclusive MechaGodzilla with the Proton Scream, you guarantee this would have been a Funko Pop round. But unfortunately, no figure comes with anything, nor has any gimmicks, so it's a tie point again. Round 5 is price. Now, here's the thing. The Funko Pop originally retailed for about 10 bucks, 15 bucks, and you can still find them for said price fairly easily. The Youtooz figure is $30 at retail on the Youtooz website. So, assuming you guys find this guy for minimum, you can find 3 of these guys for the price of 1 Youtooz. Round 5 goes to the Funko Pop. And let's couple that up with round 6, which is availability. Well, say what you want about Funko Pops being reissued and whatnot. They have, in fact, been reissued. And I've still seen this guy pop up at plenty of different retailers. This guy, unfortunately, is a one-and-done deal. He's a limited edition, never to be sold again. So with that being said, MechaGodzilla, the Funko Pop, wins round 6. And round 7, the last round, is going to be the packaging, which, adjusting my camera here a little bit, realistically, it might not matter, again, to the consumer, but to collectors, it definitely does. So, obviously, this is not MechaGodzilla's box. I got MG used, or the Funko Pop MechaGodzilla used, so he didn't come with the box. But this is essentially like the same outline. This is a Battle Scarred Comics box. It would feature like artwork of the character, name, kind of style guide, logo, number. Same thing on here, except it would be MechaGodzilla. Here, the same except MechaGodzilla. And pretty much the same sort of stuff you'd find on a regular box. Mine's a bit creased up a bit because it got beat up. But I mean, it's all fine and dandy. This one is essentially 3 times the deal, and I mean that literally, because it comes with a box protector, a sleeve, and a box inside with original artwork. In my opinion, that is a lot better for at least the deal than this one, because Funko Pop, like, Funko charges you like $8 on the Funko store for just a big sheet of plastic is what you're basically paying for. So sorry Funko, but you're not getting you're not getting this round, because this round is going to the Youtooz. So when it's all said and done, what's the scores? Well, for Sculpt and Paint went to Funko Pop, Articulation went to a tie point. Sorry, I almost put up for 2 fingers. Size went to another tie point. The price point went to MechaGodzilla, the Funko Pop. Availability went to the Funko Pop, and packaging went to the Youtooz. That's a score of 5-3. The Funko Pop wins with a 2-point difference. But here's the thing. This fight most likely isn't really necessary to you, because both of these characters are different versions of the characters, and they both deserve a spot on your shelf. It's just, are you willing to really buy these two? I personally say go right ahead, because at the end of the day, I only wanted to do this figure comparison because they're both rival companies. Rival, that'll probably be saved for a future video. And yeah, they're both really good. They're both really good sculpts. They're both really good figures overall. I definitely do think you're a bit overpriced. But these are quality figures at the end of the day, and ultimately the decision's up to you. Buy them both, buy one over the other, or maybe don't buy them at all. Maybe treat yourself to a $10 Playmates, a $20 NECA, a $50 Haya, or a $100+ SH Monstars, or a $200 X Plus, or like a $1,000 Spiral Studio, whatever the frick they're pumping out nowadays. Okay, no, I'm just rambling. But that's what I do best. That's what we do best on the channel, everyone. That being said, thank you guys for watching this video. If you guys like to, definitely subscribe to the channel. Jesus loves you, God bless you all. Go there and spread the gospel, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out, everyone.